Well, howdy diddly dandy there. Chums, 'tis I, Captain of the Steves, and today, chums, I want to talk a little bit about No Man's Sky before I get in and actually play my settlements and pick up from where I left off. Because Sean of the Murrays over on the Twitterverse has announced that an experimental build pushed to PC with upcoming fixes for all platforms. Now you can click here and get the full Steam list, which I'm probably going to do rather than hit up 2 images. And let's zoom in onto this and let's jump on over onto screen. Okay, right, here we go. I made that as big as I can for you. Now, I'm not going to read out every single one of these. I'm just going to leave them on screen long enough for you to perhaps read them yourselves. And I'm just going to pick on some of the bigger ones amongst these. But all in all, there is a lot of settlement updates going into this. One of my favourite ones is this one. Settlement terminals now show the name and class of their associated building when viewing through the analysis visor. That is something that I suggested that they added in one of my videos. Do they watch my videos? I really do hope so. I do send the odd one over to them that's got ideas in to say this is how I feel it could be improved. So hopefully that's picked up. Then again, it could be something that's been echoed over on Reddit. I also know that they comb the Reddit over and over looking for new ideas, complaints or suggestions. It could be over there. Okay, or maybe they've just been playing it back themselves and thought, you know what, we need to do something about just how hard it is to get around and understand which building needs upgrading next. So I'm very happy about that one. That one's a pretty darn freaking cool. Fixed collision of the central monument at the autophage settlements. You could walk through it essentially, you know, where the autophage was sitting. I thought they had done that purposely to stop people getting stuck there. I just hope that people don't get stuck there. You only got stuck there if you didn't have the Overseer's building complete, or if the Overseer's building is under construction and you go and teleport back down there. It doesn't let you teleport back in there while it's under construction. It puts you at the center settlement, so you might end up, I don't know what's going to happen now. That might have caused a new bug, but we'll see. Cool. Fix an issue that could cause downloaded settlements data to interfere with local settlement data. Affecting settlements will have their correct values restored on load. I don't know whether that's what's causing my time as the Overseer to be listed as 56 years or whatever. So there's a lot here for settlements. All these ones up the top here are all about settlements, and then the bits down here are more sort of things outside of the settlements update that's kind of loosely linked to the settlements update in a roundabout way, or at least that's what I'm reading into this. It could be something else. The weird thing that I find with a lot of these little other sort of things that are being fixed, I'm wondering whether these little things that we often see at the bottom of patch notes that aren't related to the current update that are being fixed are things that Hello Games are working on currently inside of perhaps the new update maybe coming soon. So I often look at these and think, is there anything that I could work on or take a mental note of? Keep that in mind's eye for perhaps future speculation. And some of these bullet points sometimes spin off and give their own sort of speculation-y type point. But there we go, people. That's pretty much everything I've got for you where it comes to that. I'm going to jump into game. I'm hoping this update is out for me to actually hit on up now. And yeah, hopefully it might improve our experience in today's video. Saying that though, I have just jumped over to the release log and it's still showing 3.72. Now it might show 3.73 once it goes to all platforms, because that should be 3.73, this one. That should be everything that we're seeing in 3.73, not 3.72. Just as an extra caveat. Now, although Sean Murray says it's been pushed to PC, I've jumped over onto Steam and there's no new update for it. So, no new update, people. So I'm not 100% sure what's going on there. Yeah. There's no update here. I'm going to be running on 3.72 after reading out those patch notes that I thought had already came to PC, because he said pushed out to PC. Okay, people, I'll see you inside the game. Captain Steve, oh Captain Steve, oh Captain. Heck yeah. Why not hit that like and subscribe? Thank you very much. Well, chums, I've spawned inside of the spatial anomaly, and would you check this out? It looks like the Quicksilver items have moved over, and they have gone and given us all of these wintry, cold items that I thought maybe they might delay, and maybe we might have seen an expedition. That hasn't happened, so now I think we're probably not going to see an update to No Man's Sky until we've unlocked all of these, and then there's one more banner, a strange little pop-up creature banner that looks like a meerkat. So after that, there's got to be an update, because we need to have the Quicksilver store replenished. So I'm pitching my bets now mid-July. Yeah, around there. Roughly when all this stuff unlocks inside the Quicksilver store. So there we go. Another little snippet of news for you before I jump into game. You know what? Since I've got so much news, I might clip this together and make a separate video and put it out there before I go to my settlement. So you know what? So this might be a little separate video nugget, so I might as well say goodbye to people before I jump on down to the planet. So there you go, people. Might as well do this as a Cup of Tea with Captain Steve episode. A little bit of No Man's Sky news, a little bit of backpedaling on speculation, but then I did say maybe, maybe not. It could go either way. And it's gone the way that I thought it might, to be honest, people. I thought we might see an update mid-July time after we've unlocked all this Quicksilver stuff. So there's those 4 cold items, then there's that little peeping fauna banner. Now, let me just show you what I'm on about, just in case. So if I open up the No Man's Sky Assistant app, which is an awesome app, by the way, it's free for all platforms. Go to community missions. So the next items are all these things that you're seeing right now. That's what we've got right now. So after all of those 4 things, the only thing left inside of the Quicksilver store will be this banner. It's called the Peeping Fauna banner. That's the only thing that comes after those cold things. And then we've got to see some kind of update to replenish that Quicksilver store, unless they're going to revamp Quicksilver store, but I don't see that happening. So anyway, goodbye, and goodbye again, those that have just tuned in for news.